Hey, Rhino Nation! Here we are. It's week 2. It just ended, and I'm pooped. I am exhausted. I was not even in the war, and I'm tired. Chief, how are you feeling?
I was in the war, and I am tired also.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing that I can say is I'm looking at my base right now, my home base, and I think I shared a picture of this with you, but I think our lucky charm was... Look at this little gem box right in the center. Now, a couple videos ago, you may have seen that I chopped, I went ahead and took it down, right? I collected my 25 gems. Well, that is a brand new one that just popped up, so I could not take it down until this war was over. That would have been bad luck. So I think that's really what gave us the win, don't you?
That's what we all came to agree upon.
Yeah, that's what we decided.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we are on week 2, Club MA versus USA Adults, and let's just go ahead and look at the recap screen and see what happened. Whew! 87-85, it was actually closer than that. Didn't you think? I mean, at the end, it was like, oh my gosh, back and forth, and whew, close.
Absolutely, and it was good attacks both sides, and it was... it was easy to set up. We sent the request. They accepted right when they were supposed to.
Yep, they did.
It came down to what, like the last 4 or 5 hits.
It was the last 4 or 5.
Everybody had to be spot on.
Yeah.
And, we just came through in the end.
It was
down to the end.
Yeah, it was a toughie for sure. Last night we were on fire with Town Hall 10s, and I went to bed. And then woke up, and all of a sudden I thought, they're in this.
They came through hard overnight.
Yeah, what's going on here? So we really had to claw our way back, and had some really great hits from the 11s once again, and that really made the difference for us to have 3 11v11s. So we're going to go ahead, per our normal, and look at a couple Town Hall 10s and a couple Town Hall 11 hits. So let's just get right into it, Rhino.
Okay.
Let's do this. So we're going to start off with our 6-packer for the war, at least for the 10v10s, and that is Luka. So we're going to look at number 21, and here we go in 3, 2, 1. So you look at the comp, and you go, all right, this is kind of cool. He's got a bat and slammer. Looks like a falcon with, some back-end loons.
Yeah, that's right.
But then there's a little surprise later, isn't there?
Absolutely.
And we're going to see that.
You'll see it.
Yeah, we'll see it. I mean, it's, we see a lot of queen charges right now because of the multis. So queen charges and falcons. We see, a fair amount of those right now. So that's what he starts with, and I like his idea here. Starts off with his queen. He's got the little baby dragon there going to town. Queen's looking pretty good. He brought 5 healers, so he knows she's going to make it. And you almost have to right now with the stupid ice golem, which... Is it going to get buffed tomorrow? Is it tomorrow that's going to happen? Or nerfed?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure on the timing, but that would be good for me.
Yes, please. That's what we say right now. Please, please. So here go the bowlers and the Valks, and then here comes the slammer, and I like how he does this, to take care of that whole back side of those defenses, and we know the slammer is OP. It is killing it right now. Cruising, and just get ready for the surprise here in a couple more seconds. Meanwhile, his queen is trying to bash through the wall. There she goes. She's finally going to come up, and look at that! There it is. The glorious E-Drag. Nice, different combination. I know in chat, I think I actually saw this one live, and everybody was like, when the E-Drag came out, I was curious what was going on.
When Luka first went in, you're kind of like, where are the hogs at?
Right, yeah. You weren't sure. We saw that he was going to use back-end loons, but you weren't sure. And some people realized that he had requested the E-Drag. But, I mean, it killed it.
I donated it. I knew. But I wasn't sure.
It worked out great, though, because of where all the ADs were. and where he's bringing in that slammer. So loved it, buddy, and great 6-pack by you. So good job.
Yeah, and I think the other attack was much like this also.
It was very similar. Yeah. So good to him. You know, again, it's fun seeing these different types of things come in. So let's go ahead and move on up to number 16 with proRaiders, who is one of the Rhinos. Luka's actually a 100% adults guy. But let's check out number 16 in 3, 2, 1. And this was actually a cleanup, kind of. The first attack was a walk similar, kind of started in this similar area, that he just had some unfortunate things that happened to him.
I remember this attack, and from what I recall, it doesn't go to plan exactly. So I think this was a good... Yeah, you'll see where the slammer does not open the wall.
Right.
But it opens the wall lower down.
Yeah, so what he does, though, which I like, I mean, and maybe he had it planned, he puts the king and the wizards up there, because then that forces the queen to go ahead and hit the wall, to go in, because she's got nowhere else to go. So it actually worked out okay, but you're absolutely right that at first he was probably like, oh no, here we go.
Yeah, I think she actually bussed her own way in.
Yeah, she did. She just got in. She's frozen right now, and then the scary thing happened where the... baby dragon went for the healers, but luckily the queen came out of it just in time and took the baby dragon down, because how many times has that happened to you where all of a sudden the CC baby dragon takes out your healers in, you know, like 2 puffs. But thank goodness, no. Didn't happen. So his queen's still up, and here come the hogs. He's got the king still up, you know, use the abilities. So he's doing some great work on the outside. And he has 2 heals left. He just used 1. He's got a nice little loon. I love how he brought, you know, that loon to kind of help take down some of this stuff. I think what he had planned was to use that a little bit sooner to take out the giant bomb from the hogs. But it's okay. They're still cruising along here. He's got another heal. And the fact that his queen is still up is huge. You know, that helps. Here's his queen taking down some more stuff. Go ahead.
She might stay alive for the whole thing if I remember this.
Yeah, I think she does. I mean, and you see it right here. Look at the skellies and the king just taking out the hogs. Does he have any hogs left? Right. I don't know if he does. So, no, the hogs go down. So if the queen does not live in this raid, he doesn't get it.
It's all over.
Yeah, he did a great job getting his cleanup troops down, but he needed that queen in order to make it happen. So, you know, nice job. Way to hang tough, even with the couple things that happened at the beginning, and get the 3. So good job on that. Yep, so that was that was Raiders. Let's go ahead and get our last 10v10 on number 14. And number 14, I'm pretty sure was a fresh hit. I know 21, the first one that we did was a fresh hit. The last one was a cleanup. This one from SHV was a fresh hit. So let's go ahead and look at this one in 3, 2, 1. He's got the old drag bat, and I know they talked about this one a bunch in Discord. I don't believe it was voice, but they were going over the plan a bunch of different times on, you know, what best way to do this. But this is definitely one of those bases, you know, where you've got multis, plus you have, you know, a situation where you can potentially get those wizard towers on one end, at least, with the dragons right away at your opener. And look at how he uses the giants at the beginning to tank for that queen, so that he's really hoping to get that AD over there. That's what he was banking on. And you can see, because he phased his king, that lured that other king over, which allowed his queen enough time to get back and get that AD down. So the timing on that worked out really well. And here come the dragons. Dragons, loons, and the slammer. Going right in. And it doesn't even matter what's in the CC at this point. Yeah, it's, you know, as soon as that golem goes down, it's going to freeze all those dragons over there.
That's right.
It'll only hurt for a second.
Yeah.
A quick second. So here you go. Look at the slammer. The slammer is just OP. And he's going to actually use a bat wave here in just a minute. You'll see how there they go. All the bats coming down. And I was expecting his freeze to go over there by the wizard towers, and I don't think they did. Yeah, he put them over there at the Tesla and the Expo, and then watch how fast these wizard towers just zap them. Whoosh.
Oh,
And
yeah,
goodbye. Bye-bye. So, maybe if, he could have saved it, but it didn't matter at this point. With the dragons that he had left, he was fine with just those couple of defenses up. So, nice job on this one. We might as well go ahead and fast forward. It's still bats and dragons are still working very, 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 very well on the right base for 10 all 10.
Yeah. Well, we saw they hit a lot of bats on us.
Yep.
On 10s and 11s.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, both sides, 10s and 11s, exactly. So don't be afraid if the base calls for it to give it a rumble. Just go for it.
Oh,
it
yeah.
Works out well. So that wraps up our 10 hot 10s. Let's go ahead and check out our 11s. And, 11s coming to the rescue, doing a great job once again. So we're going to move on up to number 12. I think our 11s are working out really well, planning great together, and that's making a difference. So, especially because, you were. You were. I saw that. And, we had to have a fair amount of dips, so we had to take advantage and really be smart with our hits on the 11s. So let's go ahead and check out Dom's hit on number 12. In 3, 2, 1. Here he goes. He's going in. And he's got minors. So why don't you, since you were online with him, what made you guys decide to do minors on this one?
Okay, so what we figured was, and it was really Dom's really good planner. And he just kind of wants somebody on there to kind of bounce some things off of, like kind of a sanity check.
Yep.
And he wanted the queen to walk up top, right? But that's not what happened. However, he did talk through a backup plan. So really what you're going to see here is this backup plan. So she ends up going down up towards 3. See how he broke in there with the wall breaker?
Yeah, he was wanting her to go up there.
You wanted her in there, and then you jump into the eagle, and then you get the eagle and the queen and all that.
Yeah, and that's normally what you want in minors. You need to get that.
Yeah, you got to get that eagle. And so now the backup plan was, breaking by the walls, Wiz Tower area, then you can jump from there.
You can still get in. Yeah.
Yeah, he can still get in. So now we're just praying she doesn't walk outside.
Right. Which I see he's got a couple wizards right there, right? And then he tries to do another wall break just in case, and giant bomb. So right now, some things keep happening, but he hangs on, and that is part of the game, folks. You just you keep adjusting as you need to.
If she goes up top, like she's going up towards 3, then the king goes down at 9. So that was the plan also.
Yep.
So now he's going to get his miners in, and then right around the CC, you can see there's like that dead space. So we know they're going to split left and right, and he'll probably have to split his heels up left and right also.
Right.
So he's ready for this. Dom's a cool customer, so he's ready.
Yeah, he really does. And backup plan, that is important. Especially on a queen walk, you really got to think about it. And again, he's very good at it. I remember the last war, that same kind of thing happened on one of the attacks that I did. That he said, okay, that you're going to wall break here. If you fail to wall break, then you're jumping over here. You got to think of that. Otherwise, it is easy to panic. Really easy. So you can see his queen goes down here, but go ahead.
There's too many miners left, right?
Right, way too many. And the healers lock onto the miners. He's definitely got this. And this was their tier 1, but this was a fresh hit, right? Was it not?
Oh yeah. No, this was him all fresh.
Yeah. So great job on that. It worked out really well that he got those Teslas up there with the king. Even though he wanted his queen to walk up there, things worked out great. So great job, Dom, per normal, killing it at Town Hall 11. Let's go up to number 10 with Red Chief, aka Rin. So let's check this one out. And this was another fresh hit. This was our first 11v11, if I'm correct. So let's look at this one in 3, 2, 1. This is one of his favorite 11s. He did this last war, this same attack, Falcon at 11. So go ahead.
He's one of the few guys who runs a really good Falcon at 11.
I know.
And it's space specific, so he knows what he's looking for.
Yeah.
And especially early on, right? So early on, there's nobody hitting an 11. Nobody's hitting a 12. So you can kind of have, some time to look at the bases. and I'll be darned if he didn't hit this within like the first hour.
Yep. Yeah.
11v11 like early.
Yeah, he knew what he wanted to do, and we do have a couple hitters that are very good 11v11. So we have them, look at bases and plan and get ready. And he decided, you know what, I got a good plan. I'm going in.
Yeah, this was all around. If you watch the attack, Queen's coming down from noon. King's going to clear out over around 9.
Yeah, tons of trash.
You'll see the Valks will just break in right by that Archer Tower AD area, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. Yeah, see his King, he goes ahead and uses his ability to make sure to clear out all that stuff so nobody wanders. And they're just going to go right in there. Easy peasy. There's nowhere else for them to go but that direction because of the way that the base is built and all the stuff that the Queen cleared out. So he knows they're going to stick together, right? He has access to the Eagle. Here comes the Wrecker.
They're just walking down those 3 lanes.
Yep.
Just bam, bam, bam.
Yep, which is exactly
so
what
the Wrecker's coming in, and I think the Wreckers has hogs in it. So unfortunately, that Wrecker just goes as close as you can to that Inferno.
I know, of course.
It's like the cleanest side ever.
Right.
So, yeah. But it's got hogs in it, so he sends his hogs in on that side, and it's a really creative attack, and Ren is creative, so this was really fun to watch. Yeah,
it really was. And just, there's a lot of planning that goes into an attack like this and thought. Right, so both Ren and Dom are really good at that, and also adjusting on the fly. So great job on this attack, this fresh hit to get us rolling on the 11s. Yeah.
Yeah. So we also talked to the guy on the MasterNate account, and he planned and he was ready to. He was funny, very funny.
Yeah.
And he knocked it out too. I think that's our next one, isn't it?
It is our next. Yeah, it's our next attack. So, yeah, and he was on voice with us. So, note to everyone, voice planning, it really makes a difference. If you have not tried it, please do. Please, please, for the love of all that is holy. All right, let's go ahead and check his attack out. Since, we were on voice with him planning it or listening to his plan, we can at least talk through what he was thinking. So let's look at this one.
Yeah, he had it planned out, and he just wanted to kind of talk it out.
Yeah, exactly. So let's check it out in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And here he is. So you can see bats, just exactly what we talked about. Now, he starts off with a loon, and he said he was going to do that just to check for trolls. You have to check for trolls. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I bet you there's one up top, and it sure was.
Yeah, and again, we've talked about it several times, checking for trolls on a fresh hit. However you want to do it, you better do it because it's going to happen at either 10 or 11. It's going to happen. So he told us he was going to use the E-drags on each side to funnel. There's some close buildings, so he knew he could get some decent chaining. And here come those dragons, and you can see on his entry there, he's going to have access to 3 wizard towers, which is what he's hoping. So he gets a couple rages going here. They're cruising right along, and he knows about that backside wizard tower, so he said as soon as it locks on, then he's going to put his bats down in the back. And you can see the tornado wreaking havoc up there. That's what you're going to see cause problems.
Good. He didn't have to have a rage with those bats in the back end because it's only single point defense back there.
Yep. But he was not expecting, and we were not expecting, for that Wiz Tower to still be standing up there. So was the unfortunate bummer because Wiz Towers are instant death to bats, and that's exactly what happened.
He was sitting on a freeze spell.
Yep.
And we're saying freeze, and then he goes, oh my gosh, that top Wiz Tower. And then as soon as he said that, I looked up also, and I realized they got his bats.
Yeah, and I saw it, but I didn't think the bats were going to race all the way up there. I thought they were going to stay down. So I should have said something, but I didn't.
It's like they were magnetized to it.
They were. To go there. They were. And look at this lonely loon going right up there to get that Wiz Tower. And thank goodness he falls on it because, well, no, he lasts. Okay.
No,
he had lasts. A sliver. But it didn't matter. I mean, look at all the... he's got...
I know, right?
Yeah, four dragons. He's got. I mean, he had plenty left. So
the king is still up.
Yep, it was a great hit.
And, he was a cool customer. He's like, oh man, my bats.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's checking out the other stuff, and I don't think his heart rate increased at all.
I don't think it did
just
either.
On it. Yeah, he was pretty cool.
Yeah, because
awesome.
And again, that's part of it, right? You got to be a cool customer
Yeah.
on these attacks. You got to be able to adjust. But that pretty much takes us through all of the attacks, and those couple were toward the end. The one that we just watched was within the last couple hours, I think. But
yeah,
great job to Club MA. The 100% adults and Rhinos for sticking out, and USA adults, we wish you guys the best of luck going forward. That's all we've got for this time. What do you think?
I think it was a great war. We got a bye week, and then we're coming right into week 3.
Yeah, ready for CWL. Woohoo!
Oh
medals! Bring on the medals, buddy.
Oh yeah.
All right, so until week 3, that is all we have. We will see you soon. Peace.